And it says we're live.
It lies.
Good morning, all. We have the real Ian, not a.
See, I remember what to do when I'm on here.
Uh, anyway, to start with today, got
Move
a
that out of
couple
the
of
way. Move that out of the way.
got a couple of things. Kevin Eikenberry has his new book, The Crossing, out,
Oh, wow.
and Kevin is proud of this one.
He should be.
8 cadets from the future, one M16, and a revolution to fight.
And the picture is Washington crossing the Delaware
Yes, it's
With-
gonna be good.
with a bunch of folks in modern camis
Yeah.
paddling the boats.
It's gonna be good. Hey, Sean. Hello, everybody.
This feels really weird. It's really weird.
Somebody buy the baby blanket.
Yes, please.
And King Harv's Coffee is our sponsor.
Yes, buy King Harv's coffee.
And I do have one piece of good news concerning Haunted Library Anthology.
I thought you were about to say that the Chinese took out one of our problems.
No.
That's too much to hope for today.
Unless I screw something else up, which is possible, hopefully we'll be going to print next week with that one. So the Haunted Library Anthology Volume 1 should be out next week.
Here.
Thanks to my editor, Steph, for unscrewing my latest screw up. King Harv's Coffee can be found online, and I don't have the website.
I don't either.
We should put those in our description.
You think?
Yes.
Let me look it up. Hang on a sec.
Yeah. All right. While he's looking it up,
If only I had the sum total of human knowledge in the palm of my hand.
find it. In other news, apparently Pelosi did go to Taiwan in the middle of the night, their time.
Can I just keep her?
Yeah.
I might have an opinion.
We hadn't noticed.
And Bill says, see, just invoke his OCD, and
What? What?
you're looking it up.
Of course I am. KingHarvsCoffee.com.
Some total human knowledge and cats, yes. Although cats,
But you repeat yourself.
but cats are an invasive species now. So
Oh, speaking of cats, somebody in our little writers group wrote a short story about cats in space.
It'll be up soon. It's a Bessie Bingle story.
Bessie Bengal Rita wrote a cats in space short story that y'all need to go read when it gets up.
yeah, Richard, he's a Facebook felon for a while.
For another 5 days.
Yeah.
You know what I got tossed in the can for?
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, Tom Kratman, whose name has become a buzzword for atrocities, but that's the story for another time.
I said they'd not be wrong. But
No.
okay.
Put up a link where Iran has yet again threatened to nuke New York City. It's Thursday. Look, Iran's threatening to nuke New York, and opined that this would be a good reason to just nuke the entire country and call it good. I said no, because they've done it every Thursday for 20 years. This is not casus belli. Now, in 79, when they invaded and took over an embassy, then we could have leveled Tehran and it would have been justified. And Facebook slammed me for a week for bullying. I would like to point out that, thank God, Facebook is there to prevent the Islamic Republic of Iran from being bullied by a random Texas redneck. Ran over.
Yeah, it was a threat of war. That was bullying. Yes.
That was okay. Space Moggies needs to happen. All right, that was going to be my next thing. Rita was opining about the possibility of an anthology involving Space Moggies.
Oh God, here we go.
So, next time you see Rita, you need to prod her gently about her Space Moggy anthology.
Oh, Sean, obviously he was bullying Iran.
We've got 2 folks want to write for your Space Moggy anthology, babe.
Oh,
3 people.
so I'm doing it now.
Yep,
Welcome to my world.
you just got voluntold.
It's good to see it happening to somebody else for
Yeah.
once.
And yeah, Fred Reed. God, that's a name out of the past. Fred used to write for the Washington Times police beat many years ago when I was stationed or working out of Northern Virginia. And you want to talk about somebody that would be permabanned on Facebook? It would be Fred Reed.
No. Okay, time out. This is not an Ian Space Moggy anthology. Despite the 11 squillion we all saying so, this is a Rita anthology. No, Jesse, booze will not help.
Yes, that was Fred on everything, Fred. Fred Reed.
Won't it sell better if it's Ian's Space Monkey?
Baby, you're supposed to be on my side.
Okay.
And they're agreeing with you. Y'all suck.
Uh,
Oh.
yeah, he did kind
You're-
of.
Just sitting here.
You're cheating too.
Yeah, Moggy is Brentford Cat.
Yes. Moggy's in space, space, space.
Yeah. Uh,
All right. Okay. We'll do a space Moggy. Damn it. All right. Well, Ian stands out, looks pretty. That's
and you broke Ian, and we're 7 minutes
Okay,
in.
So just so you know, I'm going to clip that little bit and I'm going to put it on North Texas Troublemakers as proof that you agreed to this anthology.
reset the clock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, that's Doug. You're exactly right.
Baby, apparently the room is dying right now.
You have trained him nicely, Rita.
She had help.
Uh,
I show up, I wind up in another anthology. How the hell?
You've been gone for weeks. What did you expect? So... Now you were inducting the other Ian to the Raisin Farm, so now we get Raisin Farm stories in stereo. So
yeah, David, it takes a village to raise it again.
Or break one. Take your pick.
Yeah. Yeah. I love Ag Tiger. This is why we watch the stream.
Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Rita breaking Jim. Hello, did I miss something?
yes, you did.
yeah.
Rita broke Jim?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The women broke me.
Well done.
Oh, well. What the hell?
That's the first
Your
person
pocket's
saying they
going
wanna
off.
do a story.
Oh, no, we've already had 3.
Okay.
Oh, Jim Totten. Why is he calling me?
Huh.
Excuse me. Hey, Jim, what's up?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously? Okay, I guess I'm running this.
All right.
Okay. Ooh, Rita and Cedar
All right.
broke Jim.
Yes, we did.
Sweet.
This Cedar was here on Thursday. So
Sweet.
He forgot.
oh, he forgot the live stream was
Oh,
today.
Yeah.
Release the glow sticks. Yeah. Well. The room wants you back on camera, babe.
Guys, you guys get to work today.
Hey.
Oh, me. Oh. Something else I was going to, before this one. Yick.
These unsurvived. Throw more anthologies.
Oh, yeah. I know what it was
These
now.
people. Do you really like anthologies that much? Hello.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
no.
Shackleton.
No, it's not. It's glow sticks.
Oh.
There you go.
They've got glow sticks in a malt, Scotch malt.
Well, the party sort of ended up with some weird things in strange places. So proving that we're always lit in one way or another. So
And these are going to show up again and again and again.
Well, that's false advertising. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
the bottle is somewhere else.
Shackleton blended malt Scotch whiskey. It contains glow sticks.
Yeah.
Because the bottle's at home on my bar.
Oh,
Yeah, we're working on the anthologies. And folks, if you want to contribute, we're more than welcome to take your story.
we're gonna have to.
You're not going to make a lot.
I'm hip deep in anthologies.
Yeah.
Well, Courtney just sent you a calendar of all the anthologies on Facebook Messenger, and it's quite the list. So.
Plus, he's supposed to be writing a novel too.
So, how did Courtney find out about this already?
Excuse me, I'm sitting right here.
You've got a Google Doc spreadsheet of anthologies?
Yes.
That's just. It needed a Google.
Yeah, Rick, you're exactly right. How do you tell E45 Mafia? You tell them what they can't do, which
You
they
tell
will
them they're not allowed to
immediately
do
go
it?
and do it. Yeah,
One of the things that Google really, it drives me nuts. I'm accessing the Google spreadsheet on my phone, and because I have two-factor authentication, I asked for it on the phone, and they sent a hit this button if it's really you to the same phone.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently I have to request access.
Yes. That's okay. We don't want to scare you right off the bat. I mean, some of it is gentle movement.
I'm glad I'm not involved in that one.
Oh, but you just be careful there, Jim.
Space version of the Stasi. Courtney's getting her nails done and plotting and planning.
Yep. But we all stay in touch, so.
Well, and that's amazing. Women will sit for hours to get nails done and get hair done.
Yeah, but if you're in
I
a
don't know
small
what you're
town,
talking about.
if you're in a small town, I'm talking 9,000 or less,
Yeah.
and you want your crime solved,
Yeah.
send your lady to the hair place.
Oh, yeah. I mean, barbershops used to be fairly interesting back in the day. I know of at least a couple of gun deals that got done in barbershops.
Oh, yes. Well, remembering that about the only decent thing that come out of Uvalde was the guy's barber gave him a gun.
Gave him a shotgun. No, it won't, Jim. What did I miss here?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, the cat anthology is taken off in the comments.
I've noticed.
So we'll go back and collect up all the information. You don't have to do that part. Just stand there and look pretty. So
Yeah, we've still got the PTSD anthology out there. I'm not sure.
I might write a story for that, but that's not one of mine.
Anyway, to go back to what I was saying, you're not going to make a lot of money off an anthology, but what it can do is to give you a new reader base, because PTSD about anthologies.
No kidding.
But what it will do is give you more readers a chance to find you. And
Oh, yeah.
that's really the benefit of doing an anthology.
Much as I like to say that exposure is what you die from if nobody pays you, or you don't have enough money to buy overhead cover and food. Anthologies do give you exposure and a little bit of money.
Yeah. At least from us.
Yeah.
It does goose the Amazon metrics a little bit, but only after you go over 50 or 100 reviews.
Yeah, the unicorn is 50 reviews.
Yeah.
I swear to God, Raconteur Press, instead of being, is not going to be known for law dog novels, it's going to be known for anthologies.
Nothing wrong with that.
I know, but Lord have mercy.
I don't know why you think that's a problem.
It's not, but damn.
Uh, yeah, all of us have got too much going on right now. Oh, Ghost of Malta's up 75
Yeah.
reviews.
In
Yay,
more
we're getting
ways
there.
than one.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick, it's, how you're known and what you're known for. As we were chatting earlier in the chat about SMEs who think they know everything. And Rick made a good point. They're a mile wide and an inch deep.
Some of them, yes.
Differ, not that kind of exposure. That's between you and your husband. Yes, DW's Ian is supposed to be writing a novel.
Yes. Actually, I've got 4 open on my laptop.
Yeah, plus cleaning up the originals and getting them back out.
Yeah, the files are kind of a disaster. So we're still in process of cleaning up the files.
And my life has been a disaster since November 2020. So
yeah, but we'll get it put together. So just a little more patience on that would be great. So
Yeah, Jesse, that would not go over well.
Kermit wants to know if Raconteur Press will review and maybe publish novels and series from other folks. Right now, I don't know. Later on, possibly. I do like to promote friends and newbies, but I don't know that right now. I don't know that we have the structure to do it.
In reality, indie publishing, if you're publishing your own stuff or want to publish, indie is the way to go.
Yep.
KDP, for all its pains in the butt, does work. I've done 90% of my stuff through KDP. I'm not making a fortune. I'm not making a hell of a lot of money, period. But I'm making enough that I can do some things. And Cedar brings up the big point. As an indie, you have 100% control of what your pricing is, how you write it, how you format it, everything else. So there are options.
Raconteur Press started out as something to publish my own work, and honestly, ego. I am a publisher.
Yeah.
Anthologies just naturally rolled in because apparently I'm becoming known for anthologies. Some rando person on Facebook Messenger asked for a list of my anthologies. I have no idea who the hell this person is.
send them to Courtney.
Well, because I drafted you into a couple of them.
Well,
Yeah, we're kind of building our own system. And if you do publish indie, we will push you. We will be more than happy to do that. Yeah.
We're working with Hillbilly.
yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah, helping his company with their releases at FemCon. So
Yeah, I'll jump back to SMEs for a minute. Nancy, SME is a military term for subject matter expert.
Subject matter expert.
The problem is sometimes they are or think they are. And sometimes, as Rick said, their knowledge is a mile wide and an inch deep.
Cats in Space is already on this.
yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
told her about it. She put it right on the spreadsheet. We're very efficient that way. Get used to it. So
But the problem becomes when you're a graybeard and you end up talking to an E6, E7 SME who thinks they are all that in a bag of chips.
These aren't just mine. These are other people's anthologies, right? Where the hell did Fairy Farmers Market come from?
oh yeah, that's a different one.
Okay.
Yeah, tribal elder, graybeard, whatever you want to call us.
Mhm.
But it's really funny when you get in a conversation with some of these people And they immediately look at you, look at your gray hair, and go, "Well, how could you possibly know anything? You're an old fart." And when you try to tell them and they look at you and go, "Well, I know everything about the system because I am the technician that is doing it." And
That's
about that time,
nice.
the 06 walks in and goes, "Hi, Jim, you ready to come brief me on X, Y, and Z systems?" "Sure, Captain." And you look over at the E6, he's going, because, yeah, he might be the expert, quote, quote, for the current training system, but he was not the expert on the actual system because he hadn't done shit in the development cycle, and I had
Well,
for 10
remember
years.
our friend Johnny Guess,
Yeah.
legend of Texas law enforcement, really great guy, had a saying that an expert was an X, i.e., has been, and spurt being a drip under pressure. So has been, drip under pressure was his definition of an expert.
Yeah. Yeah, David, that's exactly right. Rick, I did not design it, but I helped test it and develop the original tactics for it. So, yes. Yeah, yeah, Dan. If it's been on your desk more than 15 minutes, you are the expert. Oh,
That's
God.
not a joke sometimes.
I know it's not a joke.
From out of town, the expensive briefcase. Yes.
Commit financial suicide. Yeah. Yep. And the military is an expert at doing that. Yeah, IBM being a classic example. There have been a number of others that have done the same thing. Yeah, RK. Well, we didn't develop it. We just tested it and broke it. The problem is when you go out and get all the certifications and then you get looked at funny because you have those certifications. Expert is somebody 50 miles from home carrying a briefcase.
Yes.
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 And Holly is exactly right.
Holly being Johnny's wife.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh, when somebody's working the system longer than the SME's been alive. Yeah, that might have also occurred to me with that E6. I didn't say it, but I sure as hell thought it. We actually.
Yeah, if you're gonna criticize my sewing, you might want to iron your dress first, bitch.
And there we go.
I've said that.
Oh, I do not doubt it in the least.
Oh, that's just. Oh,
One of these days.
speaking of SMEs,
Yeah.
I made the mistake of asking John a question yesterday, and I got an education, and that just proves how absolutely little, i.e., zero, I know about sewing. I can get a button back on something if I have to, but that's about it.
The same thing with Rita and music, particularly opera. Rita can wax eloquent about opera, and it's beautiful watching her. She loves opera, and it's beautiful to watch. But she loses me about 4 words in.
Well, I'm just of the opinion, you may have a PhD in astrophysics, but without me, you're naked.
Yeah. This is true.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah, I differ. I've also seen that one float by.
But no, Rita loves music, particularly opera, and I love to get her started on it because the amount of joy she has discussing opera is really it makes me all warm. It really does.
Yeah. Yeah, Sanford, that's also true. When I worked on one program back in the late 90s, I purposely had the Navy bring in an E6 and an E5 to the testing because I wanted real fleet experience that was current. And the chief backed me up on it. So I had myself, the chief, an E6 and E5 doing all the testing.
Back when I was doing special projects for the sheriff's office, we had this great huge whiteboard, and I wrote 3 bowling ball rule on it. And part of the stuff we did was new stuff to introduce. And I would remind the crew of the 3 bowling ball rule, which is, if you've never been in law enforcement or the military or any public service, actually, that if you take a jailer or a deputy or an E4 or a fireman and lock them in a windowless concrete room with 3 bowling balls for 24 hours, when you unlock the solid steel 4-inch thick door 24 hours later, one of the bowling balls will be broken, one will be missing, and one will be pregnant.
Yeah.
And if you keep that in mind, you can usually build and or acquire stuff that the line troops can use.
Yes. And Nancy makes an excellent point. It's mind-boggling how many smug idiots can't cook, wash dishes, or sew.
Yeah.
They're basic life skills. Yes. And Differ obviously sews because she says, all you need to know is do not touch the fabric scissors.
That ain't no kidding.
Yeah, Jonna will just flat kill people that touch her scissors.
Oh, no. I will snip bits of them off until they bleed to death. So,
Rita,
Okay, you will kill people. It'll just take a little longer.
when Rita and I first got
I divorced my
together,
husband for that.
Rita likes does some sewing too, and she told me very gently and very prettily, do not touch these scissors. And I did not realize that sewing scissors were a religious artifact until that time. She's looking at me. She's looking at me over the monitor.
And
He's still alive, so that tells you.
but he could have turned into a cinder with that look.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just a little fuzzball. I don't give mean looks.
My dying ass.
You gotta work on the innocent look a little bit.
I didn't realize I gave such mean looks. Sorry. That's why there's puddles of pee under my students' desk. Anyway, I have to acknowledge a huge important thing here. I wrote the Moggies in Space story on Sunday, and I sent it to Sarah Clitheroe yesterday to read, and she's the one who kicked the pebble that started the avalanche on the anthology, because she said, this would make Cats in Space would make a great anthology. So she's the one to blame for this. So if you're looking to give credit or blame, thank you, Sarah.
And she's temporarily out of range.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and she can't see my look of affection.
Yeah.
This will catch up.
Cedar says Cats in Space will sell really well.
Cats, anything sells well.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll take it back. You can't have it.
You can have it, sweetheart.
Oh no.
She
it's
thinks
on the
I'm
list
kidding.
already. Once
Damn
it's
it.
on the list, it never leaves.
Damn it.
So one of us is doing it.
Yep,
Yeah.
it'll happen.
Okay.
Yeah. And Jason raises an excellent point. A person who is specific about their scissors usually has a pair of scissors for the person who uses the wrong scissors.
Yep, I do.
Yeah. Frozen stater, frozen smile. Ah, Miss Manners. God, that's a term I haven't heard in
That's-
years.
That's OG.
Yeah. No, we're not going to do an anthology about cat houses.
Oh, no,
I
that
don't-
would be fun.
Moggies in Space. How the hell am I going to write a story about Moggies in Space?
I will pass on that one.
Yeah.
I got enough other stuff going.
Who do we need to send out the Space Cowboys herding cat stories to?
Yeah.
These are my big Taylor shears. This is what I take parts off with. They're very sharp.
Yeah, Emily Post is actually the original OG
Miss Banners is up there too.
Yeah. Oh, and who are the two sisters? God.
Abigail, Dear Abby, and
and-
what's her nuts?
Abigail Van Buren
Abigail Van Buren. Who was the other
and
one?
her sister, I can't remember they were twins. So.
Yep. Talk about esoteric piece
And
of
Landers.
knowledge.
And Landers.
And Landers, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Urban.
Talk about an esoteric piece of knowledge that's worth absolutely zilch. Yeah. Cat houses his face, he's blinking red lights. Oh,
Rackender Press. We do anthologies. Okay. I suppose.
I'm on my next Western. I'm 2/3 the way through. I am frantically trying to get it done by FinCon. And I hope I make it. Honestly, these two anthologies took me a lot longer than I had hoped, but that's my own fault. But they need to be done, so they get the priority. Tower and Hive series, yeah. Tree Cats in Space.
No, we're not infringing on anybody's IP.
Yeah. Blinking red lights are railroad lanterns. Yeah. As you go off the rails,
We went off the rails 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We haven't found the rails yet.
There's rails.
yeah. Well, somebody's hopefully doing us a cartoon of that.
Yeah, we just have to get him to hold still because what he's doing for real work is just completely taken off. So,
What's that?
my friend Don Carson, Disney engineer, is
Oh.
doing VR work in a game called Walkabout Golf, which is you can do golf in VR in lands like Myst and Labyrinth and
Oh, wow.
Shangri-La. And he's like right at the front of VR gaming. I mean, they're doing amazing stuff. So, yeah, he's a little busy right now.
Oh, Richard, thank you. Yes, that was the other one. 62 3D printed guns got turned in
Oh,
Houston.
it was
Oh my God,
great.
that was
Yes.
fabulous.
Yes. Fantastic.
And Houston PD said, we will no longer accept 3D printed guns.
Oh no,
Oh.
they said that, and the city council said, well, we'll issue guidelines
But the dude made $3,000.
for about $300 worth of
Yeah.
it was great.
Wow.
And they were so proud. Houston PD was showing that box, and they were so
Yeah.
proud until somebody pointed out the barrels didn't have holes in them.
3D printed mags too. Yeah. Yes, that's a good point about Andre Norton. She always had cats in her books. And sadly, she was actually at LibertyCon one year back in the day. I never got a chance to meet her
Oh,
because I was,
she was Andre Norton was one of my introductions to fantasy.
CJ Shara. Yeah.
Jargoon Pard.
Yeah.
Found Jargoon Pard in the Electra Public Library or
Yeah.
School Library, I think. And was just, what?
Because then, in Larry Niven, I mean, big, angry, pissed off cats, but
Well,
cats nonetheless.
Yeah.
So,
Well, cats have been done. It's just how you want to do it.
Yep.
Hey, Aaron, we resemble that remark. Stop it. The cat's point of view. Yeah.
Squirrels at a rave.
Yeah.
well, and Jim Butcher just did one of his latest series.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
the Aeronauts Windless series features sentient cats, and
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah. I'd like to see more of that series. That was really entertaining. So,
Yeah. And David makes a good point. 63 3D pistols, $1 for the filament for each exchange for a $150 gift card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, Sanford.
Hey! Ian's Kazenti name is Speaker to Authors.
Squirrel Space Marines. Yeah, Aeronauts Windless Yeah, we hope Butcher does write a
He's
sequel.
he's
to that.
writing a sequel as we speak. That's
Yeah.
his next one. He's
So he says.
well, it's Jim. I trust that he's
Yeah.
he got the one Dresden novel that turned into two out, and now he's switched over to Aeronauts Windless.
Yeah, and that was pretty much, he says, the end of the Dresden series. But I don't.
Now he said that there's going to be another 5 and then a huge world-ending trilogy.
Yeah, that's what he said about these two.
Mm,
He's going to do just like David Weber did,
Sometimes
because
the story takes over.
Yeah.
So
he will keep writing. Yeah, John's Children of Steel series. It has cats in it. See there, Squirrel Space Marines. The tails get matted, so they're always pissed. Yeah, there's always Pixel, the cat who walked through walls. Yeah, a lot of the 1632 is going to live on because
Griffin Barber's going to take that over, I think.
yeah, they have so many authors in it. My friend Mike Watson got his start in 1632, and actually in the Graniteville Gazette. And I think he's got 2 books out now in the 1632 series, plus a couple of space books that are interesting. Mike Watson, he can be found on Amazon.
I say Griffin Barber will probably have a great deal to do probably with 1632, and Griff's a great guy.
Yeah.
Gruff, but he's good. He is good people.
Yeah. Big guy too.
Ex San Fran PD.
Yeah.
Good guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah, thankfully he's ex now.
Yeah.
God. The crap
Yeah.
they're putting up with now.
Woo. Yeah.
Oh,
Law enforcement's not my favorite thing these days.
Casey Zell and Marissa Wolf wrote in the Four Horsemen universe about sentient cats who kept people as pets.
So Henry's in the latest one from Sandra Medlock and
Henry is?
yeah,
Woohoo!
Henry and Anne and some person you know. So so yeah,
Yes, Richard, both.
I think it's book 19 that I mean.
Yeah, Jesse, D-Pick, thank you. I got started down that path and drew a blank because I'm trying to remember which author goes with which book.
Oh,
The Murder Kitties, yes. And, folks, there are a lot of choices out there.
choices.
Yeah, for things to read.
Oh, yes.
We're not the greatest writers in the world. I'll be the first to admit that.
I tell stories. I don't
Yeah.
write. I tell stories.
But we are going to push our friends that are writers that we know because we want to lift all the boats. And a few pennies here and there helps everybody.
It's not a limited pie,
Well,
folks.
also give reviews to your friends.
Well, be careful about giving reviews. I keep hearing give reviews to your friends. Be careful.
No, I mean give reviews the ones you read.
Yeah.
You know,
Amazon gets really, really squirrely
They do.
on reviews.
Yeah.
If you're related or
If you're a friend on Facebook,
yeah,
the reviews will not post. I found that out the hard way.
Still though.
So I review them on my blog, or I put them up on promos on my blog. The other good one to look at for book promos, as always, is According to Hoyt. Sarah Hoyt usually once a week has a book promo list. So, those are the ones to keep an eye out for.
things keep Ian awake at night. Grantville Gazette anthologies up the. I don't care.
Yeah.
Not my issue. I've got enough cat herding going on as it is.
Yeah. And the other thing, I used to, in the back of my novels, I used to put other authors' books. And Kindle and KDP shut that down
Yeah, they did.
when CreateSpace went over to KDP full time. I lost that capability, which promo list, not porno, promo.
Kermit, I like the way your mind works. I would like to subscribe to your newsletter.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean, that's what I'm talking about. Cedar, I've tried that, and it doesn't do what I want it to do. So that's why I went to just putting everything up on the blog. And people say blogs are dying, but
Oh, no, they're not.
No,
I'm still
they're
getting
not.
1,500 to 2,000 hits a day.
No, blogs are not dying. They wish blogs were dying. What folks don't understand is Facebook, Instagram, but I repeat myself, Twitter, all want everybody to be in a little constrained environment, bounded by Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. They don't want you wandering off in the great unknown, which is where blogs exist. That's why Facebook and Twitter and Instagram throttle links to blogs really hard.
I've looked at a newsletter, but I don't want to push stuff to people. No. To me, I don't want to say it's intrusive because I'm on quite a few newsletter lists, but it's just, I don't want to do that to people. I would rather, yeah, Declan is not playing with a full deck.
Declan, yeah, no.
I would rather that y'all come find me.
Hey, she's back.
Or
she's back.
Yeah, on the good RSS reader. McChuck's been around a while to remember what an RSS reader app is.
That's one of the things one of the top three things when we were moving the blog to the new space was to make sure it was an RSS reader.
Yeah, Egg Tagger, it's not so much the voluntary subscription. It's just that, I go in so damn many different directions. And, I would rather if they want to read my blog, they can read my blog. I've got that linked off my Amazon author page too. So there are multiple ways to do it. The old reader is good. I was not aware that it was still around. I thought once the Google RSS went away, that one went away too.
I didn't realize Google RSS went away.
Yeah.
No. I never used it, so
yeah.
Mysterious noises coming from that end of the building.
She is plotting and scheming over there.
That should terrify large numbers of people. So, the next 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, there's going to be some news coming out that's not going to be good news, not bad news, just not good news. And it's going to be humiliating as hell for me, but challenging is a good word. Humiliating as hell for me.
Don't let the assholes win.
I'm trying not to let the assholes win. I've made mention over the last 2 years about an issue I've been having, and it looks like it's at the point that I'm going to need to reach out and talk to a whole bunch of people. So I'll be making a public announcement next 2 weeks to a month, and like I said, it's going to be humiliating as hell.
Nothing to be humiliated about.
Yeah.
Everything to be humiliated about.
No, that's bullshit.
You just got assholes harassing you, that's all.
Yeah, Jason, there are a few internet gun forums that are still around.
Fireline's still around.
Oh, yeah, but I haven't been on that in years.
Me either.
Texas Gun Talk is a good one. Sniper's Hide, if you're into long-range rifles. That is a serious forum. That's not one that's, you don't go on there and make jokes. Yes, ma'am.
I was just going to tell Ian, as I've said before, that the people who are nasty, petty, and bilious and have micro penises, frankly, yeah, I just said that. When they pick a bone with you, are telling you about themselves. They're not telling you about you. And people who know you know better.
Yep.
So you got to let some of that wash off.
I know.
I know it's an inconvenience. I know, and obviously, you're there for it, and you're going to stand up for yourself. You're standing up for yourself, but those people, and I realize it's embarrassing. One would rather never deal with this, but it's not over. And I think you're going to write some fabulous fiction on the back of this.
I'm not sure.
yeah.
I'm not sure it's
Oh,
gonna be fiction.
There's
Well,
going to be a series of love
officially-
stories that are going to be just off the scale from this. So.
There should be. There should be. He's taking notes, and if he's not, I am, because I can remind him.
There you go.
Thank you, babe.
I've spoken. Mm-hmm.
I don't know you. That's my purse.
Yeah, Pistol Forum, ARFCOM. Oh God, stay away from ARFCOM. Damn sure stay away from Glock Talk.
I don't think there was any time when ARFCOM was worth it.
No.
So, like I said, it's 2 to 4 weeks. I'll make an announcement and just bear with me because it's humiliating as fuck. It really is.
Damn it, Andy! You
But
still haven't got that gun? That's coming up on 2 years ago.
What?
He ordered a wedding present gun. September of 2020 still hasn't come in.
Are you kidding?
AG Tiger, this was not a mistake.
Yeah.
I did not do a mistake.
Yeah, DW. ARFCOM in the early days may have been pretty good, but yeah, no, it went downhill.
What wedding gun did you order?
Yeah. Yeah, we might have a couple of contacts that might could move something for you.
What wedding gun did you order?
And it depends on who it got ordered through.
What did he order?
I'm waiting for him to
Oh.
answer the question.
He hasn't answered it yet.
Shotgun,
Not as a gift, as a threat.
Shadow 2, the single action variant.
Oh, from CZ?
I think so.
One of the CZ Shadow 2s?
Yeah.
CZ's usually real good about. Huh. That's weird. CZ's usually pretty good about
Yeah.
about production.
Well, what I'm wondering, because Elliott Brothers went under, and they were one of the major
I
suppliers.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh. That's not good.
They went under in 2019, 2020.
Wow.
And they were the supplier to all the military exchanges worldwide.
CZ just bought Colt.
Did?
Ah.
I'm still behind.
That's interesting.
I didn't know.
I didn't either.
I didn't.
Did they buy Colt pistols or Colt rifles? Because those were two different divisions.
Oof.
Yeah, Josh, you've got better wrist than I do. 454 hand cannons, and no.
Bought the entire Colt brand. Wow.
Oh,
Damn.
that is interesting.
Yeah. Because they already own Dan Wesson.
Yeah.
And they were making really good Dan Wesson, limited runs of Dan Wesson models.
Yep.
Holy shit. Colt might have quality control again.
Yeah, no shit. And a custom shop again.
Yeah, because CZ's custom shop is pretty good.
Yep.
Speaking of people suddenly developing quality control, apparently Taurus has selling their latest run of the executive models are really high end, and I'm kind of shocked. Kermit said the same thing I did.
Yeah.
And customer service. Woo!
Yeah. Has one of the new CZ made pythons and says it's worth the $3K.
I got to shoot. Jim picked up a one of the new Colt Cobras or King Cobra, right?
Yeah, Cobra.
And that the new Cobra is a nice piece of kit. I don't know that it's right up there with the hand polished
It's not.
1950s, 1970s ones, but for what you get today, it's a really good piece
Yeah.
of kit. It really is. And
Well, you shot the other ones I got in the safe. So, yeah.
it's also the Colts from the 50s through the 70s were really good. The revolvers were really great, but they were finicky. They broke.
Here we go again.
They did break. I know yours didn't, but you got the special runs. Colts did go out of time. All revolvers will. Ruger, Smith & Wesson, all revolvers will go out of time if
At
you
least
use them.
Colts don't start out of time like Smiths do,
Oh, here we go.
and they turn the wrong way too.
And they turned the wrong way. But the latest run is really high-end stuff, and I think it's tougher, for lack of a better word,
Yeah.
tougher than the I like it. I like the new stuff. And as soon as I'm not hip deep in gators, I would really like to get one of the new 3-inch King Cobras.
Yeah. Kermit, I've got a Python sitting at the house with over 30,000 rounds through it, and it's still in time.
You got lucky.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, the old 200 grain flying ashtrays. I love those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, they're more durable. I've shot a few snakes with a few of those Colts, more ways than one.
But no, I realize they're not the classic old pythons from the 50s to the 70s are gorgeous. They're pieces of art. They really are.
And they shoot.
And they shoot like a house on fire. And I realize the latest run aren't those, but honestly, I don't care.
Yeah, they're close.
They shoot better than I do. They feel good. They really feel good in the hand, and I like them. There are people dinging them because they're not the old Cobras, the old Pythons. I don't care.
Yeah, and it's personal preference. The reason I ding on Smiths is I grew up shooting Colts. Everybody in this part of the country had Colts. They didn't have Smiths because Smith was the cheap upstart Northeast gun. And, most of the law enforcement down this part of the world, some of them, hell, were still carrying single actions.
Oh, yeah.
In the 1960s and 70s.
Yep.
I knew a Texas Ranger that still carried single action until the day he retired,
Not a surprise.
and that was early 80s.
And believe it or not, in Texas, Colts and the Ruger Speed Sixes.
Yeah.
Texas law enforcement love the Ruger, either Security Six or Speed Six, give it which. They love those Rugers because back in the day, back when the Ruger Security Sixes, Speed Sixes were being issued, people still got hit with guns.
And you could smack somebody upside the head with a
Oh,
Speed 6 and it would hurt.
and
And it didn't make the barrel go geek.
yeah, no kidding. Of course, they need to learn how to hit people. There actually used to be a class on how to hit somebody with a gun.
Yeah.
And honest to God, that class needs to come back because folks don't know how to hit people with a gun anymore.
Yeah, David, they realized they were made in Connecticut, but you also have to realize that the Colt reps in this part of the country
Oh.
get deals to law enforcement.
Well, also they push real hard on the button that the Walker Colt was the gun that Texas Rangers,
Yep.
That the Texas Rangers loved, and they push that button hard.
Yeah.
Is I think Colt's his first initial production of Walkers went to the Rangers.
Yeah.
And the Colt salesmen, they push that button hard.
Yeah, everybody likes the Security 6 except the sights. I don't like Rugers because I get Ruger knuckle off those suckers.
You can't if you don't. I swap out the grips. I still have the SP-101 that killed Santa Claus, and I love that little gun. Especially after Gunsmith Joe cleaned the stripper dust and the sequin out of it. But
Hey, at least you didn't have a rat skeleton in it like
oof, oh, like Kelly
Kelly
did.
did.
But the first thing, I got tired of getting the knuckle on your social digit. The trigger guard, the back trigger guard on hot rounds would smack that knuckle and give you what Ruger knuckle. So I would always replace it with a grip that filled in behind the trigger guard.
I have a buddy of mine who died a couple of years ago, literally had a dent in his digit from all the years of shooting Rugers.
The Ruger knuckle.
He had gotten it. He'd shot so many Rugers, it didn't even hurt him anymore because the dip was already there.
VZ Grips makes a really nice grip for the Ruger SP101.
Yeah,
And it fills in the space behind the trigger guard.
yeah. I've got a
Packmeyer's good too.
Yeah, I've got a Packmeyer on my Blackhawk 44.
We'll reek to the devil's lettuce. Woo!
Yeah, people. I am just not gonna go there.
We did a. I probably told a story about going through the wall into the dressing room at the Porno Palace.
Yeah,
And the wall that we went through, I was trying to throw somebody because she was irritating me, and got my legs caught up in either the bullwhip or the blanket. Never was real sure, and fell through the wall into the dressing room. And the wall I fell through had all of the stripper glitter on it, and apparently the majority of it went into my gun. And
Glitter gets into the worst spots.
you're not kidding.
It really does, which is why it's not allowed in the shop.
So years later, it was getting kind of crunchy. So I sent it to Gunsmith Joe, and his texts were just, "What the hell?" Have dents and shins from blousing rubber. I use blousing springs, and the dents in my shins are from trailer hitches because I'm in Texas.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Trailer hitches. For the love of God, people, if you have a trailer hitch, take it out of the thingy.
Yes.
Take it out of the receiver.
Or park in the light where we can see the damn thing.
The number of times I've walked or run around the ass end of a pickup to hit the trailer hitch with my shin, oh my God.
Obviously, Rafter has not heard all that story. That'll be for another episode.
Pretty sure I was drunk enough to tell that story at FoolsCon one time.
Well, you told it very late at Tolcon. So
Did I?
yes, you did.
I was kind of fuzzy.
Yeah.
You and Kelly probably don't have a clue of the stories you were telling.
Woo! Kelly was, I don't know how plastered I was, but Kelly was
He was 3 sheets to the wind.
wrecked.
Yep.
Yeah, Sean, if you can't get the hitch out of the receiver anymore, you should have took it out a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, take it out of the receiver because I literally have dents in my shins.
Yeah.
Because
So do I.
West Texas, if it's and I should know this. Everybody should know this. Don't go around the ass end of a pickup too close to the pickup.
It's like a horse. Treat it like a horse.
Yeah, you should. But I would. I'd
But
walk.
putting your hand on the back of it's not going to do any good.
Well, no, but I mean, give them wide berth because you don't know that horse.
Oh,
So-
the sledgehammer won't budge it. Damn, Sean, I think that thing's rusted in there at this point.
But I literally have dents in my shins from trailer hitches.
Aaron says, husband won't even let me buy cards with glitter on them. We're glitter-free house, and it still shows up. Kids, yes.
I did Snow Queen in 2017 and found a piece of glitter in my house here from that.
Ag Tiger, the only thing I would say about penetrating oil and heat is not too much heat. Otherwise, you're going to have a poof. Then you're going to have a bigger problem.
No kidding.
Oh, you brought the receiver with the hitch stuck already. Oh, shit.
Went right through the wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was, the results of that are in the picture of the Metal Anthology panel
no kidding.
where everyone looked toe hurt.
Well, I
Uh,
posted it's the lovely picture. I think John had took it actually.
I
Lovely,
did.
lovely picture. And I'm standing up because I'm nervous, and it was my panel. And I'm leaning against the wall, and I have my head back, and my eyes are closed. And Kelly is sitting and just staring at the microphone like it's about to bite him. Woo!
Micro glitter and nail polish.
Oh, and you can tell I was hurting.
Yeah. And on that note, folks, we've wasted
Oh, we
another
have.
hour of your time today.
We have.
Oh.
And a new anthology appeared.
Yes, I do anthology.
Thank you for stopping by. David would probably pull the whole back of the truck.
We've
apart.
got 26 people watching.
Yes.
Seriously?
We had 29 at one point.
We've got over 300 subscribers.
Just to
Don't
listen.
look at me in that
Just to
tone of
look
voice.
at listen to us blather and me talk about tripping over bullwhips.
Yeah.
And anthologies.
And DW, be safe at work. Y'all have a good one.
Be safe, guys.
Remember, folks, don't sweat the ball stuff and don't pet the sweaty stuff. Nah,
Wow.
I am.
Stay safe, Jim.
Are we sure this is not Monday?
Are you smelling toast?
See you, folks. Bye.